Ladies and gentlemen, $400 million on this trade.
When will you have $100 million? Very soon. Very soon, though. 100 million is a big mark, right? That's why when I'm in the mood, then I just go rampage and twat every nonsense person on social media that opens their mouth 360 and says, I just made 90 million, I just made 250 billion. Very foolish.
Comrades, we come in peace to witness violence.
Kojo Forex and Dapo Willis just turned the Forex industry into WWE. Kojo Forex went live and completely destroyed and exposed Dapo Willis. But Dapo Willis wasn't silent either. He clapped back with his own life and completely dragged Kojo Forex to pieces.
A lot of these people that are hating, these are founders of prop firms that have failed, really and truly. They are failures. These people are failures, to be honest. They are failures. Anytime people fail at stuff and then they see you thriving, they just hate. So why am I going to pay attention to that? Like I said, I ain't got time for the haters, man.
Whether you like it or not, this is not about hating on anybody or whatever. You are just foolish. That is a simple word.
But in order for you to understand this, you need to know how it all started. It began with one tweet from Dapo Willis that turned the entire Forex industry upside down. GBPUSD. My stop loss on this trade is $24 million alone. Risk to reward 3:1 and 6:1. This might be the biggest win or loss in the Forex industry. What will be my total profit if we hit take profit? Top-down analysis. This single tweet shook the Forex industry to its core. In just a few days, it racked up over 1.1 million views. But instead of respect, it brought endless mockery and savage insults. Why? Because the dollar value, a $24 million stop loss, sounded unbelievable. And to make matters worse, Dapo Willis didn't show much proof, just a trading view screenshot with a few colorful markings. Chaos followed after this tweet. Big names dragged him, smaller traders roasted him, and the entire industry started asking if this trade was even real. When Kojo Forex entered the chat, he didn't come quietly. He fired back with a tweet dripping in mockery. STIUSD, my stop loss on this trade is $100 million, the biggest profit at SL in the world. That one tweet blew everything wide open. The community went wide.
Another day to make my 3 million, another day to make my 20 billion. And they're like, yeah, he's the biggest in the African world of traders, and because he just came to write a tweet that he made 100 billion. You're just foolish.
Dapo Willis' tweet, on the other hand, didn't stop at 1.1 million views. It kept rising, and so did the criticism. One person wrote, nothing suspicious here, just a random guy on the internet flexing a supposedly $24 million position, backed by a few colorful drawings on the chart. Magnificent. Another person commented, do you mean 24 million naira? Hey, when I get bad for this internet too. Another person followed up, Zimbabwean dollar, Jamaican dollar.
But one thing I did not expect was the insults. The insults were crazy. Absolutely crazy.
Then came MMXM Trader with over 136k followers on X. He finished Dapo Willis completely. We need a live stream of you taking an IQ test. The results will be interesting. You might be the dumbest person on earth. Hey! Or they cook for this Twitter. And then came the comments that summarize what many were thinking. When you make claims of this magnitude, it's important to back them up with verifiable evidence. Otherwise, it's just PR. Dapo Willis eventually responded. He said there was no evidence for him to bring. And in fact, does always flashing MT5 screenshots in the name of proof are the real scammers.
What proof exactly do you want me to show to you? I should show you our proprietary trading terminal. I can't do that. That's breach of contract. You want me to show you MT5? See, the thing about MT5 screenshots here, are you really asking the owner of a Forex broker to show you MT5 screenshots? If I want to do an MT5 live account with $1 trillion withdrawals, I can do it. I feel like traders who post MT5 screenshots, those are the scammers, bro.
By the way, what do you think about all this? Do you think the $24 million stop-loss trade by Dapo Willis is real or fake? Drop your opinions in the comment section. But there was another thing that took the dragon to another level. His $24 million stop-loss on that trade actually hit. Everyone was waiting for him to come out and accept defeat, but instead he dropped another tweet. Trade still active. Stop-losses adjusted to accommodate news release and manipulation. Adding more positions. GBPUSD. Watch and learn. Some people applauded him. Others, like VFX Trading Lab, blasted him.
Now, I promised I was not going to call out any Forex mentors after what happened the last time. You know, there was a time where I called out Kojo Forex and he threatened to sue me. And if he sues me, I'm going to end up paying for defamation. Who am I fighting for? Gullible Nigerian traders or gullible traders in general? And are these people really worth going through that stress for? Because a lot of traders don't have sense. And I'm saying this because of the Dapo Willis GBPUSD trade. Somebody posted a trade, posted his entry, his take profit, and his stop loss, right? Posted it for everyone to see and said, I am risking $25 million on this trade. Now that stop loss gets hit. The whole world can see that the stop loss has been hit. Now this person came back online to say, oh, I extended my stop loss to accommodate news. Come on now. Come on, traders. And after some time, when price started retracing, he came back and drew a box and said he bought from the Dapo Willis zone. So let me tell you something. If I give a signal or I post a trade, price hits the stop loss, everybody has lost money. Me, I will not come out and tell people that, oh, your stop loss was hit. Mine was not hit. Oh, I extended my stop loss to avoid market manipulation. Does that even make any sense? How can you be playing with so much capital? Like, if you are risking that kind of money in real life, as you claim, will you have the mind to be extending stop loss and be playing like that? So what kind of advice or what do you want people to learn from what you just did? What are traders supposed to learn from that is okay to extend your stop loss?
As you know, adjusting stop losses is one of the biggest sins in trading. Seeing a supposedly top trader do it, that only added more fuel to the dragon.
If there's anything that I want you guys to learn from what has happened on this GBPUSD trade is the fact that you have to believe in your strategy 1000%. You need to have an utmost belief in your strategy. For me, my strategy happens to be the top-down analysis and the Willis zone, obviously, which is part of the Forex Mastery program.
Guess the craziest part about all of this, the stop loss has been hit again. Someone even commented, are you going to move stop loss again? Hey, we could have leave this guy alone now. Kojo Forex himself was clearly enjoying it. He even added, I'm the only one allowed to throw this MF. But Dapo Willis didn't sit back. He fired back at Kojo Forex, calling him a failure because of the collapse of his prop firm, Express Funded.
A lot of these people that are hating, these are founders of prop firms that have failed, really and truly. They are failures. These people are failures, to be honest. They are failures.
In fact, this wasn't even the first time Dapo Willis had shaded Kojo Forex. He had already come for him earlier, right after Kojo made a tweet promoting Funded Nest, which, as you know, is one of the best prop firm in this space right now. Funded Nest turned former prop firm owners into affiliates, reset them back to factory status, back to humble beginnings. What could have happened? Hey, Mr. $95 million they cuckoo. Kojo Forex obviously wasn't having it. All his life, he clapped back saying Dapo Willis' lifestyle doesn't reflect the millions of dollars he constantly claims to have.
Let me show you the lifestyle of 100 millionaire, right? Let me show you the real lifestyle and go and compare it with your idolo. That is, yeah, I just made 100 million and I just made 500 billion and I just made 100 billion, right? See this here. I get inspired by this man. I watch him a lot, right? It's called Howard Payne. Let's watch this. You see the cars? You see the house?
He compared him to Howard Payne, saying, if you look at Howard's cars, his mansions, his lifestyle, you don't need anybody to tell you he's worth hundreds of millions of dollars.
That is 100 millionaire. Do you see? You don't need anybody to tell you that this is 100 millionaire. You know?
And of course, Dapo Willis responded in his own life, insisting that for him, it's not about cars or mansions. It's about legacy. He pointed to his broker W Market and to his prop firm W Funded as proof that he's building something long term.
It just made me realize that for them, it's all about the expensive cars and stuff like that. But for me, I'm building a legacy here. This brokerage platform, this prop firm will outlive me. I'm building systems here. I'm building corporate governance policies within this establishment.
But Kojo Forex wasn't the only person who dragged him for the $24 million stop loss trade. He also got trolled by Kerechukwu Odiako, Lucky Main FX, Let's Consult, Kojo Forex, and finally VForex, who is like a weapon fashioned against Dapo Willis. In fact, Dapo Willis has called in the speedality of the Forex industry before, so make sure you watch this luxury box video to the end to find out what all of them said. Before I continue the violence, let me introduce you to something that can help you make an extra $1,000 monthly. Just today alone, I pulled over $90 in profits from 6 signals I got inside the top traders team group. These guys are no noise, no cap, just solid calls, solid wins. This isn't just some random signal group that pops up today and vanishes tomorrow. This is a community of like-minded traders, people who actually know the market, share quality insights and drop signals that work. It's like being in a private inner circle where everyone is focused on growing their accounts together. Most groups like this will charge you $100 every single month just to get access. But Top Traders team is giving free access to the first 2,000 people to join from this video. All you have to do is to click the link in my description or pinned comment and they are in. That's it, free of charge. You don't need to make any payments. Since I joined, it's been different, not just profits, but being around traders who motivate you, share breakdowns and help you level up. So why everybody's focusing on the noise and quietly stacking wins in their Telegram community? If you want to do the same, join the Top Traders team today. Click the link below, get access and let's catch profits together. Let's get back to the video. At this point, it wasn't just Kojo Forex versus Dapo Willis anymore. The entire Forex community has joined the roast. Dapo Willis' infamous $24 million stop loss had unlocked a new level of trolling, and the timeline turned into a comedy show at his expense. First came Kenechukwu Odiako, popularly known as Trade with Kene. Instead of a direct insult, he went for sarcasm. He tweeted, "Just enter the trade with $100 million stop loss. We see what happens." Twitter is not for the weak. Soon after Lucky Men FX pulled up, he didn't waste words. He just dropped a string of laughing emojis on Dapo's posts. The message was clear: bro, you have become a meme. But he didn't stop there. Less consults came in stylishly. "My next gold trade, I'll be risking $23.9 billion on it. I don't want to break that post $24 million world record. Go hard or go home. XAUUSD. Savage." The man turned Dapo's achievement into a Guinness World Record joke. Dapo Willis and Yodabasi, I don't know who break record pass. Then came Kojo Forex, the king of boys. She added her own spice to the dragon. "I'm risking $45 million on this trade. Help me calculate the lot size." This one killed the timeline because it wasn't even subtle. She straight up mocked the unrealistic mass behind Dapo's claim. And then the final boss entered, VForex. Now, if you know this industry, you know that VForex has been Dapo's worst nightmare for a long time. Dapo Willis even once called VForex the speed darlington of the Forex industry. Because when it comes to trolling, VForex is the weapon fashioned against Dapo Willis. VForex dropped 2 bombs. First tweet: "Why you not just tag me to $24 million? A marketer will always be a marketer. No long talk. There are more important things to focus on rather than unnecessary PR." Translation: he basically told the whole Forex industry that Dapo Willis is nothing more than a marketer hiding behind fake numbers. By the way, what do you think about all this? Do you think the $400 million trade by Dapo Willis is real or fake? Drop your opinions in the comment section. Second tweet from VForex: "He put $25 million order for market and you think CME Group will execute all those orders in a day? You're all dumb for real, even if you be shareholder for CME Group." This was more than trolling, it was technical destruction. VForex was basically saying the trade wasn't even possible and he backed it up with market logic. Before I continue, remember that the Top Traders team is free for the first 2,000 people that join from this video. So click the link in my description or pinned comment to join a community of profitable traders and change your life. What started as Dapo Willis flexing a $24 million stop loss has turned into an industry-wide roast section.
Let's listen to this millionaire that throughout last year he made $90 million. But this year, one day, he just woke up and decided to put $23 million as stop loss.
This Caleb, they give me joy sometimes, so all this aside, one thing is still true: Dapo Willis is still very rich. In fact, he's still among the richest Forex traders in Nigeria. So if you want to find out how rich he is, click the video on your screen, top 10 richest Forex traders in Nigeria. Click immediately before it disappears. I'm the luxury trader and I'll see you there.